Fuchs in the house. How's everybody doing? Um, Doing a video on a Wednesday. Plans got changed a little bit, so had to throw something together. And I'm trying to clean up my YouTube videos from my older ones. So I'm going to do a remake from a video from 2020. And the thing is, I looked at the video, and one of the movies that I talked about, I didn't even put in the discussion or the comment area description. I kind of got a kick out of that. And basically, start off the parents' power. My previous video, I did make a little note, but after I got off the video, uh, doing it about like, within a half hour, they called while I was posting it. They got their power back. And just a reminder, check on batteries and candles for the house for power outages if you don't have a generator. So just bring that up. And then this evening, basically, while I was doing things, is so I always talk about these pans. And that single guy, these are great. So I made chicken wings, barbecue, and so I got one going there. And I'll be making this video. Hopefully, after I do this, I'm going to be chowing down. And teriyaki. It's just something. These pans are from Dollar Tree, and they do a good job for if you're cooking for one. I think you could do it with two people, but or you could throw a couple of pork chops in these things. You can, and for oven, I like I say, I kind of do the foil when it's barbecue and stuff like that. Just easier to clean up, not as messy. But yeah, I don't even. I have to check and see if Dollar Tree has these. I'll see about buying a new one. But yeah, I got a dozen wings, six in each, and one teriyaki, one barbecue. So I'm gonna be attacking that. Um, well, what else? That is for the most part it. Didn't see any real bargains lately, so going with that. Weather-wise, February, it's kind of warm. Uh, I I kind of don't like it for this early. I know people probably are, but it just sucks when it goes back to the cold weather in a couple of weeks or something like that. I'd rather have this kind of weather in about like the end of February, beginning of March. I know it's not that far away, but the closer to spring is when I want it warmer. When it's 40s and 50s in January, and then you get hit with the cold. It's like wow, reality check. So the movies I covered back in 2020, and I just kind of got a kick out of it. Listen, I watched the video, and it's like I mentioned a movie, and it's like I didn't even have it as a list. So I'll start with that movie, Open Road, Justin Timberlake and Jeff Bridges, 2009. A mother's dying, and her son is in the minor leagues, and is asked to bring her the dad husband to the hospital before she dies. And ends up being a road trip. Um, Decent movie if you're looking for something. It works. I think it's more of a drama than I think it had as a drama comedy in it. More of a drama. I did have a Australian movie, The Horseman, 2008. This was a dark movie. A dad basically seeks revenge on. He comes across a video of his runaway daughter being assaulted, and he basically takes matters in his own hands. Um, yeah, this has some dark things to it. So this is if you just give you a heads up, it is a dark movie on some of the how it plays out. Next movie, um, March or Die, 1970. Oh, and that was 2008 for The Horseman. And then my next one, March or Die, 1977, Gene Hackman, French Foreign Legion movie. So if you're looking for a war movie, I think it was British, a British made film also. And then I went with a 1980 movie, and I got a kick out of it. I was thinking about what I'd say for the movies, and it's like I almost was like, wow, I can't believe that's what I would have said. is The Hunter with Steve McQueen. Died early for an actor, 50 years old. He's one of the primary actors in the 70s, 80s, was kind of, got his established and basically this movie, he's a bounty hunter that's kind of has some stuff going on in his personal life that he's dealing with and crosses over between being a bounty hunter. This was a movie that, if you watch it, it's got you got to watch '80s movies to understand, but I think it's a movie that can be remade, even though it was Steve McQueen. There's a scene with a tractor and a Trans Am that is pretty wild for the movie. So just something there. And if you're a Steve McQueen fan, this was, I think, his last movie for that also. Next one, I'm going to go with Last Night's Clive Owen and Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman, if I remember right, dies in this movie, and Clive Owens. No, it's not Morgan Freeman. Kind of helps him out. Sorry about that. Is Clive Owen's master dies, and he has to basically regain his honor for the film. And so, basically, if you're looking for a medieval movie, it got a 6.2, if I remember right. And then my last one, a comedy, and I got a kick out of this. It was Bait Shop, 2008. Bill Engvall, I'm hoping I'm saying that right. It's got a 4.3 in it for me, and I also was like, what did I save for this movie? And it was a movie that it's an average comedy. Basically, a small bait shop owner and goes into a fishing competition. And basically, my comments back in 2020 were kind of needed some kind of like swearing or something to add on to it. Uh, just some language or something to. It just didn't go. It stuck kind of where. Well, does this go as a family comedy, adult comedy kind of scenario? It just was there, and it kind of like just needed a couple extra things to make it go in one direction for a comedy. And so, um, just an average comedy, like I say, could have had something to help it push it along. So, those are my movies, and like I say, just had a Wednesday evening that had some time on my hands, and while I was making my chicken wings, decided to do a video. Thanks again for watching. Um, I am going to try to clean up my playlists a little bit. Just ones that I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but hopefully maybe I'll be working on that a little bit. So down the road, I have a couple like Christmas music and Christian music playlists, but I'm definitely keeping my classic movie playlist because I like that one. But my other playlists, there could be some changes in regards to what I'm doing with those. Just not sure on what. So anybody that's watching, appreciate it, and thanks again. Comments. UWM Baseball, they just started, and I know they lost their first two to Fresno State. I always get a kick out of it because, like, the first 15 games or something like that, they're on the road out west, or they're in California and Texas, is how their first like first three weekends are. So that's what's going on with them. Otherwise, have a good one, and I am hitting the wings. Hey, see ya.